come to your life. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. 'Cause everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Dental on Erard's digital implant and cosmetic studio. Affordable digital dental implants made easy. Dental on Erard, committed to innovation. Power 103.1, Ballarat's leaders in local. Listen anywhere you go on the free iHeartRadio app. Your news now.
Hi there, I'm Mack with your local news first. Today's high winds have already caused at least one frightening incident on the Western Freeway. Witness Mark said the roof of a portable building was blown off whilst being carried on the back of a truck at around 11 a.m, landing on the Melbourne-bound lanes.
I was probably a couple hundred yards back and I didn't know what the hell was going on. As soon as what appeared to be the roof of the classroom.
The Bureau has issued a severe weather warning for much of the state, including Ballarat, Bacchus Marsh and Melbourne, with locally destructive winds forecast to hit between 90 and 100 k's an hour. Concerning figures have shown there were 45 deaths from unintentional drug overdoses in Ballarat between 2018 and 2022. The Pennington Institute report shows that 7.9 deaths per 100,000. The Bendigo region recorded 44 deaths in the same period. The report says Indigenous Australians had a higher rate of unintentional drug-induced deaths. What Prince of Wales Park might look like in the future is back on Ballarat Council's agenda tomorrow night. Councillors will be presented with the master plan, which contains revisions following public feedback. Of note will be comments from some nearby residents who hold concerns on overdevelopment and the impacts of noise and light due to the proximity of hockey pitches. To sport, and sprinter Asfoora, trained by Ballarat's Henry Dwyer, has failed in the Group 1 Nunthorpe Stakes at York in the UK. Her European campaign is now at the crossroads after a fourth place over 1,000 metres. The locally trained horse shot to fame after winning the King Charles III Stakes at Royal Ascot earlier in the year. That's the latest in your local.
PowerFM National News now.
Hello, I'm Papel. More construction delays following today's protests by tradies. They walked off building sites around the country to attend rallies. They're not happy with the federal government's takeover of the CFMEU, but Housing Minister Claire O'Neill tells Nine the takeover aims to improve the industry.
We absolutely need a construction sector which is working as efficiently and fairly as possible.
The number of international students being allowed into the country will be capped at 270,000 from next year. Education Minister Jason Clare saying it brings the number of new international students back to pre-pandemic levels. The Prime Minister has lashed out at the opposition leader, Anthony Albanese, saying Peter Dutton is a political opponent who has policies that will stifle the economy.
He always looks for what will divide Australians rather than what will bring Australians together.
And Kamala Harris wants to change the rules for her September showdown with Donald Trump by allowing notes and leaving the mics on when the other person is speaking. Trump isn't so keen.
PowerFM Sports. Brought to you by D2E Gym. From Delacombe to Wendouree, you're never too far from a D2E.
To sport, Collingwood defender John Noble wants to move to the Gold Coast. He's under contract with the Pies for another 2 years, but wants to be closer to his family. And in NRL, Latrell Mitchell has fronted the media for the first time since the white powder scandal. He's spoken to waiting press following his sit-down with the Rabbitohs board. The board now deliberating on a punishment.
How did the meeting go, Latrell?
I think I'll leave with the board and we'll go from there.
What did you say to him, Latrell?
I just had a good yarn to them and we'll leave with them and get home with my family now.
That's the latest in news and sport.
PowerFM weather. the winter blues with Hot Temple's infrared heated cycle, Pilates, yoga and strength at 2 locations, Howard Street and Armstrong Street, Ballarat.
A severe weather warning has been issued for damaging, locally destructive winds for the rest of your Tuesday. Arvo, cloudy with windy conditions. Tomorrow, cloudy with a shower or two and windy as well. A minimum of 8 degrees and a max of 13.